Salam Alaykum is a greeting in Arabic that means peace be upon you. The word salam, meaning peace, has become a religious salutation for Muslims worldwide when greeting each other. Though its use as a greeting predates Islam and is also common among Arabic speakers of other religions, such as Arab Christians and Mizrahi Jews, and speakers of languages with Arabic loanwords, such as the use of salam by Indian Christians who speak Hindi-Urdu in the northern Indian subcontinent. It's all about spreading those good vibes and connecting with one another, you know? It's amazing how these simple phrases can create such a sense of community. Good day, family. I hope this video finds you in good health. Today we're diving into the incredible story of the very first convert to Islam, Khadijiah. She was the first believer, truly embracing his mission. Meet Khadijiah bint Khuwaylid, an incredible woman. She was Prophet Muhammad's first wife, a really wealthy merchant, and truly Islam's very first convert. Yes, indeed. Have you ever heard of the woman who was the first person to embrace Islam? Let's talk about Khadijiah bint Khuwaylid, a figure of immense strength and wisdom. Long before she met the Prophet Muhammad, Khadijiah was a powerful and respected businesswoman in Mecca, managing her own successful trade caravans. Known for her virtue as Al-Tahira, or the Pure One, she was the one who proposed marriage to Muhammad, who was then in her employ. When the first revelation came to him, it was Khadijiah he turned to for comfort. She believed in his message without hesitation, offering her unwavering emotional and financial support during the most challenging early years of Islam. She was his confidant, his partner, and the mother of his children, most famously Fatima. Her death marked a period Muhammad called the Year of Sorrow, a testament to her profound impact. Khadijiah stands as a timeless example of faith, leadership, and devotion. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories. Have you ever wondered who stood behind one of history's most influential figures at the very beginning of his mission? Who was the first person to believe in him, to offer unwavering support when the world was filled with doubt? Today, we're journeying back to 7th century Mecca to uncover the incredible story of Khadijiah bint Khuwaylid, a woman whose strength, wisdom, and faith helped shape the course of history. She wasn't just the Prophet Muhammad's wife. She was his partner, his confidant, and the very first Muslim. Her story is one of empowerment, love, and unshakable conviction. So stick around as we explore the life of the woman known as the mother of the believers. Before she ever met Muhammad, Khadijiah was already a force to be reckoned with in Mecca. In an era where women's roles were often limited, she shattered every stereotype. She was a brilliant and respected businesswoman, a wealthy merchant who managed her own trade caravans. After being widowed twice, she didn't retreat from the world. Instead, she took charge of her late husband's business and expanded it, earning a reputation for her sharp intellect and integrity. Her caravans traveled far and wide, to Syria and Yemen, making her one of the most successful traders in the Quraysh tribe. She was known by the title Al-Tahira, which means the Pure One, a testament to her impeccable character and moral standing in the community long before the advent of Islam. She was independent, powerful, and highly esteemed, a true trailblazer of her time. It was her business that first brought her and the young Muhammad together. Hearing of his honesty and trustworthiness, Khadijiah decided to hire him to manage one of her trade caravans to Syria. She sent her trusted servant, Maysara, along to observe him. When the caravan returned with profits far exceeding her expectations, Maysara had even more to report. He spoke of Muhammad's impeccable conduct, his kindness, and his remarkable character throughout the entire journey. Khadijiah, who was about 40 years old at the time, was deeply impressed by this young man of 25. She saw in him a partner who shared her values of integrity and honor. Breaking with convention, it was Khadijiah who took the initiative. Through a friend, she proposed marriage to Muhammad. He accepted, and their union marked the beginning of a beautiful partnership built on mutual respect, love, and shared ideals. This wasn't just a marriage. It was a meeting of two extraordinary souls. For the next 25 years, Khadijiah and Muhammad shared a deeply loving and monogamous marriage, a rarity in the society they lived in. She was his only wife until her death. Their home was filled with love and children. They had 2 sons, Qasim and Abidallah, both of whom sadly passed away in infancy. They were also blessed with 4 daughters, Zainab, Ruqayya, Kulthum, and the most famous of them all, Fatima, who would go on to play a pivotal role in Islamic history. Khadijiah was not just a wife, but a partner who created a stable and nurturing environment. This period of peace and domestic happiness was the bedrock upon which the future of Islam would be built. Their relationship was a testament to partnership, where both individuals supported and uplifted each other, creating a sanctuary of peace in a bustling city. The most defining moment in their lives, and indeed in the history of Islam, came when Muhammad was 40 years old. During one of his retreats for meditation in the cave of Hira, he received the first divine revelation from the angel Gabriel. The experience was overwhelming and terrifying. Shaken and trembling, Muhammad rushed home, crying out, "Cover me! Cover me!" Who did he turn to in this moment of profound confusion and fear? He turned to Khadijiah. He recounted the incredible, frightening experience, fearing for his own sanity. But Khadijiah didn't doubt him for a second. Instead of fear, she responded with strength, comfort, and absolute faith. She held him and said, "Never. By God, God will never disgrace you. You keep good relations with your kin, help the poor and the destitute, serve your guests generously, and assist the deserving who are afflicted with calamity." Her words were the first source of comfort for the newly appointed prophet, but she didn't stop there. She immediately took him to see her cousin, Waraka ibn Nawfal, a learned Christian scholar familiar with the scriptures. After hearing the account, Waraka confirmed that this was the same divine messenger who had come to Moses, and that Muhammad was the chosen prophet for his people. In that moment, with her unwavering belief, Khadijiah became the first person to accept Islam. She was the first to declare her faith, becoming the first Muslim. Her immediate and unconditional support was the foundation upon which the Prophet's confidence was built. She was his first follower, his staunchest ally, and the anchor that steadied him as he embarked on his monumental mission. Her faith wasn't just a passive belief. It was an active, powerful force that provided the initial momentum for the spread of Islam. The early years of Islam were incredibly difficult. The message of one God challenged the polytheistic traditions and the social and economic structure of Mecca. The Prophet Muhammad and his small group of followers faced intense persecution, ridicule, and hostility. Throughout this entire ordeal, Khadijiah was his rock. She provided not only immense emotional support, but also crucial financial backing. She used her vast wealth to support the new Muslim community, feeding the poor, freeing slaves who had converted to Islam, and sustaining the movement when it was at its most vulnerable. Imagine the strength it took to stand by her husband when the most powerful people in their society were turning against him. Her home became a sanctuary for the early Muslims, a place of safety and encouragement. She never wavered, her belief as solid as a mountain, giving the Prophet the strength to persevere against overwhelming odds. Her support was not just a comfort, it was a lifeline for the nascent faith. One of the most trying periods was the boycott of Banu Hashim. The leaders of Mecca imposed a harsh social and economic embargo on Muhammad's clan, forcing them into a secluded valley. For 3 long years they faced starvation and extreme hardship. Khadijiah, despite her age and wealth, endured these hardships right alongside her husband and their people. She used what was left of her fortune to smuggle food and supplies to the besieged community, helping to keep them alive. Her sacrifice during this period was immense, and it took a heavy toll on her health. Her resilience and commitment during this terrible time exemplified her character. She willingly gave up a life of comfort and luxury for the sake of her faith and her love for her husband, showing the world what true conviction looks like. In 619 CE, Shortly after the boycott was lifted, a double tragedy struck the Prophet Muhammad. In the same year, he lost his beloved wife Khadijiah and his protective uncle, Abu Talib. Khadijiah was around 65 years old when she passed away. Her death left a profound void in the Prophet's life. He had lost his partner of 25 years, his greatest supporter, the first person who ever believed in him. The combination of losing his wife and his uncle, who had been his political protector, was so devastating that the Prophet Muhammad named that year the Yam al-Huzn, or the Year of Sorrow. This naming alone shows the immense impact Khadijiah had on his life. Her passing marked the end of an era, a period defined by her love, strength, and unwavering support. The legacy of Khadijiah bint Khuwaylid is immeasurable. She is revered in Islam as one of the 4 greatest women of all time, alongside her daughter Fatima, Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh. The Prophet Muhammad never stopped loving her or speaking of her virtues, even years after her death. He would often say, "She believed in me when no one else did. She accepted Islam when people rejected me. And she helped and comforted me when there was no one else to lend me a helping hand." He maintained connections with her friends and family long after she was gone, always honoring her memory. Khadijiah's story is not just a historical account. It's a timeless source of inspiration. She was a successful businesswoman, a loving wife and mother, and a pillar of faith who stood firm in the face of adversity. Her life demonstrates the powerful impact one person can have, proving that with wisdom, courage, and faith, anything is possible. So as we reflect on the life of Khadijiah, we see more than just a historical figure. We see a role model for all time. A woman who was independent yet devoted, wealthy yet generous, and powerful yet humble. She shows us that true strength lies in conviction, and that the greatest support we can offer is unwavering belief in those we love. Her story teaches us about leadership, partnership, and the courage to stand for what is right, even when you're standing alone. She was the anchor of Islam in its earliest, most turbulent days, a woman whose legacy of faith and strength continues to inspire millions around the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the life of the incredible Khadijiah bint Khuwaylid. If you found her story as inspiring as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into figures who shaped our world. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. Who else's story would you like to see covered? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ever wondered about the story of the very first person to embrace Islam? It wasn't a man, a warrior, or a scholar. It was an incredibly powerful, intelligent, and successful businesswoman named Khadijiah bint Khuwaylid. Her story is one that shatters so many modern misconceptions, and it's a story of faith, love, and immense strength that truly deserves to be told. Before she ever met the Prophet Muhammad, Khadijiah was a force to be reckoned with in Mecca. She was a wealthy and highly respected merchant, managing her own vast trade caravans that traveled to distant lands like Syria and Yemen. In a time and place where business was dominated by men, she not only participated but thrived, earning a reputation for her sharp business sense and impeccable character. In fact, she was so well regarded for her virtue and integrity that she was known by the title Al-Tahira, which means the Pure One. She was a twice widowed mother, independently running her empire. It was through her business that she first heard of a young man known for his honesty and trustworthiness, Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Impressed by his reputation, she decided to hire him to manage one of her caravans. The results were outstanding. He returned with profits beyond her expectations, but it was his character, reported by her servant who accompanied him, that truly captured her attention. Breaking with the conventions of her time, Khadijiah, who was then around 40 years old, took the initiative. She sent a proposal of marriage to Muhammad, who was about 25. He accepted, and their marriage became one of the most beautiful partnerships in history. For 25 years, until her death, he never took another wife. Their union was built on mutual respect, deep love, and unwavering support. They had several children together, including their famous daughter, Fatima. But Khadijah's most pivotal role was yet to come. When the Prophet Muhammad received his first divine revelation from the angel Gabriel in the cave of Hira, he was shaken and terrified. He ran home, trembling, and cried out to Khadijah, "Cover me, cover me." Who was the first person he turned to in this moment of profound, life-altering experience? His wife. Khadijah didn't doubt him for a second. She comforted him, wrapped him in a blanket, and spoke words of reassurance. She said, "Never. By God, God will never disgrace you. You keep good relations with your kith and kin. Help the poor and the destitute. Serve your guests generously, and assist the deserving calamity afflicted." She then took him to her cousin, Waraka ibn Nawfal, a learned Christian scholar, who confirmed that what Muhammad had experienced was prophethood. In that moment of absolute conviction, Khadijah became the first person to believe in his message and accept Islam. She was the first Muslim. Think about the weight of that. Before anyone else, she stood by him, using her immense wealth, her social standing, and her unwavering emotional support to protect and nurture the new faith in its most vulnerable early days. She funded the community, she cared for the poor, and she was a pillar of strength when the persecution against the early Muslims began. Her death in 619 CE was a devastating blow. It occurred in the same year as the death of the Prophet's uncle, Abu Talib, who had been his protector. This year became known as the Year of Sorrow, because Muhammad had lost his two greatest supporters, his external protector, his uncle, and his internal rock, his beloved wife Khadijah. Her legacy is immense. She is revered as one of the four greatest women in Islam, a powerful example of a woman who is a leader, an entrepreneur, a devoted wife, a loving mother, and the very first believer. Her story is a testament to the central role of women in Islam from its very inception. She wasn't just a follower, she was a foundational pillar of the faith. She was a trailblazer, a visionary, and a true partner in one of history's most significant journeys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found Khadijah's story as inspiring as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe for more stories of incredible historical figures, and share this video to help spread her amazing legacy. See you next time.